If you have a manager who is more emotionally in control, emotional sexual, meaning that, not that they're emotionally in control, because a lot of times internally they're going through wreaking havoc in themselves. But those people, they tend to really be about just getting the work done. They want to really focus on getting things done. If the work is done, then they can go ahead and hear the rest of whatever's coming out of your mouth. So often for a physical employee, they may look at that manager or coworker as cold, as blunt, as just getting to the point, not caring. So they assign emotional attachment to the manager's emo, we call it the emo way of being. And it's not the right thing to do because you're going to personalize it. And that's where you see rifts in communication in the workplace. If you were to say to yourself, oh, this person is more directed towards being an emo, and they're processing before saying anything. They need to digest it. They need to think about it. They need to make sure work is done, because if you disrupt their work, it kind of throws them off guard before they can talk with me about everything else. Now, for you as the physical employee, you could change how you communicate to your manager. Now, they're about the work. So instead of making it an emotional display or using a lot of emotion-driven words, instead of saying, this is how I'm feeling, you can say, I think that this will affect us because this is not happening. And what I'm observing is that, you know what I mean? So the way you speak with them, just a tweak of certain words, will allow you to come into alignment with them, to build trust, to build rapport, right? To build common ground. And common ground is so important for effective communication that lands on the ears of the other and brings them to your island that you're feeling like you're on. Okay. I had a funny story when I did this training. I remember one of the staff members calling me and saying, Jessica, this really does work. It's so easy to remember. We had an employee meltdown. She was more of a physical. She came to me. Now, this is the supervisor of this department. The department supervisor is an emo. She said she came to me. I was kind of uncomfortable. I know she needed a hug, but I didn't want to really do it. And I said, well, what did you do? And she said, oh, I just went and found a physical employee to give her the hug. And I said, how did that work out? She goes, it worked out great because they were able to relate. They're both physicals. And then once she was through the emotional processing of it, I can now bring her into my office and go into the more reasoned, logical processing of things and kind of take her step by step and understanding what caused her to get there.